They don't care
Oh,
about that part.
I might agree
They
with
don't care
Mike on
about
that one.
Women don't care nothing about our feelings, man. They don't care nothing about our feelings. You know what we want? You know what women want us to do? Wake up, go to work, pay bills, and die. That's it. Wake up, go to work, pay bills, die. That's all they see us as.
Don't
Because if
forget the
your gut,
sex.
That's it.
because if your
But
That's
how
it.
gut,
is a woman? How is a woman
That's it.
supposed to care about a man's feelings when you guys sit up here and go along with them saying that y'all cheaters? Like that's the only type of man that exists. Okay, a man with more than one woman don't mean he's a cheater. Y'all don't even give space for that type of man to be acceptable. But then you want to say they don't care about y'all feelings, but y'all pandering to them, saying all men cheat. Why
Darling,
would you
nobody's
want to
saying
understand
that.
your
You're the
needs and
one that's trying to
desires
force
when
that
every
upon
man? I'm
everybody
talking.
else.
I'm talking.
Listen, nobody's.
No, no,
Listen,
no,
I'm not
no.
saying
I'm not
anything
doing
bad
yet. I'm
about
not
how
doing
you
yet. And
want
I've
to
been
live
sitting
and you
back and
want
I've been letting
polygamy.
y'all say whatever y'all want to say. So time out, Taco.
All right, you're
This
right.
doesn't make any sense that in one breath you'll say women don't care about a man, but you guys are pandering to women, labeling different types of men as cheaters when he could just genuinely want more than one woman. She could be doing nothing wrong. He could just love us both. What is the problem? You guys get on my nerves that this monogamy is the only way that y'all know. And like I'm gonna keep telling y'all, most of you women ain't even enough for the monogamy you're asking for.
damn.
Well, the topic is about cheating, so that would mean a
Okay,
monogamous.
but the topic is
That mean,
biased.
hold on. Well, hold on. So that would mean we're speaking in a monogamous situation. We're not speaking on the
That's not
topic is
true.
hold on. The topic is not why do women want to put men in monogamous relationships. That's not the topic. If we're speaking on cheaters, to cheat, that mean or to
No.
feel that
The topic
somebody
is
is
to make
cheating.
you think outside the
Hold
box.
on, you didn't want to be
The
cut off.
topic is to make you
You didn't
think
want to be
outside the
cut off.
box.
You didn't want to be cut off, so we're not gonna cut me off. If the topic is about cheating, that means the mindset is that it's a monogamous situation that we're talking about. So if we're not talking about poly, we're not talking about the natural nature of
Who
things.
told? Wait,
We're
who told? Wait, hold
speaking,
on.
but no,
Who
no, no.
told
What
you?
I'm saying is
You
she's
said
saying
you
that we
said
can't say
You can't
cheating.
tell the host to hold on. I'm sorry, I
no,
have a
no,
problem
no.
with
It's
that.
okay. It's okay, Mel. I got.
That's my real life friend, bro.
No, come on. What you listen? What I'm trying to tell you is this. You just said you was lacking in discernment. So why are you able to tell us exactly what that topic means when it's so broad? It
What I'm
allows for
saying is that's monogamy. If you think something is cheating, then that means you're
that's your
it's
see.
not an open situation. If it's an open situation, then how are you cheating?
Well, I'm trying to explain to you, so you have to listen. If you're lacking in discernment, you're reading the title the way you see it. It's a broad title, so it's not limited. It's not capped. I don't have to put all that in the title. Some people reading it different than you read it, and they're trying to give you their insight on it. And like you giving your insight, but you got to be willing to have an open mind to understand where somebody else coming from. This topic isn't, it isn't neutralized. It's just a general question. Why do women love cheaters?
Yeah,
It's a general question.
but how if it's about polygamy? If polygamy is in there,
No, I didn't. No, I'm not saying it's about polygamy. I'm saying
Labeling it.
cheating.
polygamy is part of
The
that
Okay,
topic can go
listen.
definition.
whichever way you want to interpret it is the point.
We
But my thing wasn't
your
about
mic
that. My
low. I
thing
can't
was
hear
saying
you.
that you said we get on your nerves because we keep saying this, that, there, and they're pandering to us. But we're speaking on us that we're talking about a monogamous situation.
Okay, but first of
We're
all, I
not.
was talking to a man. I wasn't even talking to y'all. I'm talking about a man because he said women don't care about a man's needs. And I'm saying when you promoting this, when you're talking about what a man desires and you labeling it cheating just like a woman would, why would they care? Why would they open their mind to understand, you know what? Maybe there are men out there that like more than one woman and there's nothing absolutely wrong. Why would you guys entertain it if when men are talking, they're calling it cheaters? All men do not cheat.
No,
Now
but
that,
okay, Mel, can I ask you a
Mel,
that's
question?
what I'm saying.
Mel,
I
thank
love
you,
cheaters.
Melanie.
you have
Thank you.
multiple husbands?
I love
Thank you, Mel.
cheaters. May God bless y'all. Keep on doing your thing, baby.
Okay.
Rick,
Cheating to me right now at my age is just is very tiresome. I don't have time for it.
I mean,
So
And
okay. So
that,
in my
polygamy.
younger days, I did. Now I do not have time for it. I don't have the patience now.
I
I
agree
just
with
don't
you.
have the
Sis.
patience. I,
Exhausting
Do you
carrying
want
on that
do
many
you want a polygamous
relationships.
I,
relationship? Is that what you're looking for? Disco Lake? Are you all looking for polygamous relationships?
No, no, not no,
No,
not not at this point. Not at this point in my life. You don't.
There
We're
is
not.
such thing.
So I
Yeah,
think it
no,
goes back to
no,
no.
what
not at all.
Latoya was
No,
saying. We're
I don't want
talking
no
based on that
relationship.
space.
Period.
We're talking based on that space because I think with all of us up here, I think Taco just came on, but I think are in monogamous situations or want to be in monogamous situations. So that's what we're talking to.
You kind of low, pick me. You kind of low. So
I said that's why we're talking to the monogamous situation because everybody who's been on the panel so far, that's all we've been talking about.
not
No
so
one has
many
brought
women.
up poly except you and I. I mean, I'm open to hearing about it. I'm just saying that we can't talk to something we don't know.
I think.
That's
I
not
think.
something we're
I,
interested in, nor do
but
we know about it.
I
That's
think.
The
I
fact
think
that you
most.
don't know, you can't just y'all label it cheating, y'all label it insecurity, y'all label it something wrong. Like you just said you don't know. So why does everything that's coming out of y'all mouth got to be so negative and you don't even know?
because we're talking about monogamy. And when it comes to monogamy to
But
us,
you
who are
talking about
monogamous,
monogamy.
we
Well, let,
consider that cheating, is all
I.
I'm saying.
I think
come
majority
on,
of
ladies.
men. I think majority of men would want that. What I mean by the multiple, they would want that, but it's just a headache and it's hard to do. But if you let a man choose for real, he probably would want. If besides the landlord, he don't want nothing like that. But unless he's in no relationship. But I'm just saying, most men, if it came down to it, and the women will cooperate
Thank you, brother.
and so like that, whatever the case may be, they probably would go with the multiple.
Thank you,
But
brother.
but disco is. I feel disco. 'Cause that's my man. There, I feel what he's saying. It's such of a headache now. If you can find one, then that's fine.
Too
But
late.
if we had the choice, though, if we really had the choice, and we had multiples, understanding what we would probably do that.
Like
Thank
you,
you.
you you
Hold
realize
on, hold on.
always cheaters, always
Somebody in the
cheaters.
comments.
Y'all pick a side.
No, somebody in the comments, and I don't usually go to the comment, but I was just somebody said, so what is the definition of cheating?
Yeah.
Oh Lord. Oh, I'm gonna shut. I'm going.
What
Doing
everybody doing.
simple, it's real simple for me to
Yeah,
explain it to
yeah. What
you.
everybody doing. That's the definition. I'm dead for real. Seriously. Let's be real about this. Come on, man. Straight
I
up.
want to hear the
When you
ladies.
get
I
when
want
you
to hear
get
the
when you
ladies.
get tired of your significant other, you gonna
They
go
gonna
off
be
and do your own
traumatized.
thing.
I
That's
want to
what
hear
I'm
But
saying. Hey, look, I love
Milan,
cheaters. Do
you
your
ain't gotta
thing.
be
Let me
tired of her,
ask
man. You
this.
just want something else. You don't gotta be tired of her. You could be
Because
doing something else.
so
You just be
Disco,
Apparently,
getting
that's what
something
it
else.
is.
No,
thank
can
it's
I
you,
not.
ask
so
you
You could
a
be
question, Disco?
okay.
Mel, they ain't
Yeah,
gonna be
what?
able to we're gonna have
What
to
happened?
Ask you,
they ain't
Man, they
gonna be able
getting
to
on
keep
my
up. They
nerves,
ain't gonna be
man.
able to keep up with that, Mel. We're gonna have to put a top. Miss Pickman, you kind of low, sister. You be coming
Why am
in
I
and then
low? I don't know why
Did
I'm
somebody
low.
say something to me? Miss Pick me, go
Listen,
Yeah,
ahead. What
Disco,
talking to
I
me?
had a question for you. I
listen to
had a
your
question.
speaker be real good. Pick me, but you like going in and out. I don't know if you on speaker or what, sissy.
Dang.
Go ahead. I'm listening.
Well, until she get back off Tico, look here. We all out here, got
You
yeah.
hear me?
Y'all can do y'all thing. Yeah,
Can y'all
yeah.
hear me?
yeah,
It's better. It's a little better
Yeah,
now.
loud
It's
and
better
clear.
now? Okay,
yeah.
Disco, I have a question for
Yes.
you.
Yes,
And I
ma'am.
have a question for Lake.
Yes, yes, yes.
The land you out in it. I'm not asking you. Disco and Lake, do you
Yes.
think that all men cheat?
No,
No, no, no,
Thank you. Thank
no,
you.
we ain't
no.
talking about them.
What's the definition for those who wanted to know what cheating is? Because
I asked
I
Miss
We
started
Michelle,
questioning whether
we
I
don't
knew
want
what
to
it
know what
was.
we don't want to know what
exactly.
cheating is. We don't want to know. It take too long.
It's real
Okay.
We,
simple. So I got them. I want to ask the
Jesus
ladies.
Christ, oh freaking mighty man.
All right.
We don't.
Cheating. Cheating in
We
general
don't.
involves
It's not gonna
Oh
involves
align.
Go to the
God,
point.
hang
I
on,
help
want
hang
to
me,
on.
look.
Lord.
Hang on, Disco.
Okay, ma'am.
It's
Go
not
ahead,
gonna
ma'am.
align.
Involves
He called her
dishonest.
ma'am. He say,
I
okay,
gotta go to
ma'am.
work. I gotta go to work Friday, so please hurry up. I gotta go to work Friday morning. Please hurry up.
Uh,
Okay, Disco. I'll do my
Okay.
best. I'll do my best. Okay. Cheating in general involves dishonest, unfair, or untrustworthy behavior intended to gain an advantage. It can encompass various actions, including deception, breaking rules, or violating trust, and is generally considered wrong. In context of relationships, cheating often refers to infidelity involving emotional or physical intimacy with someone outside the relationship without consent.
Okay. See
Thailand.
now. Okay. See now. That's the Caucasian version. Where's the ninja version? You got the ninja
Okay,
version. The
it's like
ninja
this right
version is
here.
different.
Huh?
The
Hey, look,
ninja
hey,
version is
wait,
different.
if y'all are married, then that's cheating. But if y'all just shacking up, y'all ain't doing nothing but just fucking. Excuse my language.
Hold on. It has to do with communication. Again, communication. Are you guys committed? Are you
That's all. That's all it
in a
is.
relationship that's just you and him? Like, it's
Yeah.
all
What
about
you think? What you
communication.
think cheating is, Taco? If you can be quick with it, we want to ask you on Arthur, and they call me pick me. What you think cheating is, real quick, 30
What
seconds.
do I think cheating is? When you've had a discussion, you guys are committed. You said, you're the only one, you're the only one. And then whoever, the vagina or the dick, goes out and fucks another vagina or a dick. That's cheating. It's really that simple. How can we, why is it so complicated?
High school.
It shouldn't be. You communicated, you set boundaries, and then you fucked around and found out. Why is it so fucking complicated?
Everybody, the ladies' mouth is so. Yeah, ladies, y'all be cursing, man. My my virgin ears.
Is
All this
vagina a
effing
thing?
going
Like,
on.
seriously, y'all just
Holy
shacking up.
smoke.
I'm never real.
Is
Holy
vagina
Christ
Why,
almighty.
is it a thing?
Good
I didn't
point. Good
commit
point.
anything.
Good
What would you
point.
rather me say? Disco, tell me, like what doesn't offend? Vagina and dick offend. So what else could
No,
I
it
say?
doesn't. No, it doesn't. It don't bother
Oh,
me. I'm just talking crazy. It's
okay.
I'm fine. You can say
Usually,
what you want to say.
I usually say bits, but I only
Come
say that
on,
for
Who?
come on, Arthur. Talk to us, Arthur.
Bit bits.
sorry.
To me, if you're in a committed relationship, anything that you don't want me to do, don't do. Anything I don't want you to do, I won't do.
So
Respect.
wait, hold on. I love that answer. So we equal, man. You equal.
We are
That's
Answer the
not
pretty.
question. So
equal.
me and
That's
Here
you
we
pretty.
equal.
go
You
again.
said
Here we go
I'm
again with
asking
the
the
equal
question.
shit again.
So me and you equal.
In that way, yes.
So what you need me for?
The same reason you need me.
Oh,
No, big difference.
It's not a big difference. We need each
I
other. We
don't
in a relationship. We need each other.
I don't get pregnant.
You don't. So you
For
need me
these
to.
reasons.
You need me to. You need
You
me to
said I
carry
need
your.
you for the same reason, young lady.
You
I
need me.
don't
I'm
get pregnant.
saying. I'm saying. You need me to carry your child. You need me to give you emotional support. You need me to lift
You
you
don't
up,
need
build you up.
but you don't need me to carry your child, do you?
No, I need you to give me the child, though. I need your seed.
Right, but so we equal or we not equal?
No, you giving the seed, I'm giving the baby. It's still the same difference. You trying
It
to
is.
be funny.
They
You
got
trying
the
to be
Virgin
funny.
Mary.
Fred, quit trying to be. You cutting up tonight. I don't know what's in that cup you drinking,
we,
but you
And
been
then she
cutting up
said,
tonight.
look.
wow.
It's
I'm gonna
water.
pay.
I don't
I'm gonna
drink.
pay
That
the
ain't no
bills.
I
water.
ain't doing no
I'm gonna
drinking.
pay the
It's
bills,
water.
and I just want you. Hey, I'm gonna pawn the back of your head like a basketball. That's all
Nah,
it
you
is.
putting up. Come
But
on,
I'm
Miss
saying,
Picnic. Come
I'm
on.
never real. No, seriously, that's what it is.
no, I'm saying if you
When it
don't
all
want me,
come
if
down
you don't
to,
want me,
seriously,
if you don't want
because
me,
at the end of the day,
But
don't nobody
landlord,
have
he
no real
said the
answer.
women landlord. It ain't your time. At the end of the day, if if it bothers you
I
that I'm
heard you what you
coming,
said, so I'm
if it
asking you.
bothers
So
you that I'm coming on the man's
you ain't got.
status,
I'm cold. I hear you. You said it.
okay,
You ain't got to say it
all
three
right,
times over. I'm
okay,
asking you if that's the case, man. We equal.
in a way, yes.
So what do you need me for? I need you to answer that.
I answered it.
You said the same reason I need you, and I gave you a reason why it's not the same. So I need you to come back to that.
I did. I said it's the same difference. You giving me
Okay,
the
because you
seed, I'm
made it
giving you implanting me with the seed, I'm giving you the baby. So that's the same difference.
right. This
Is
ain't got that, but
wait,
that's me.
no. Can I answer? Do you mind? I need
Okay.
companionship. I need intelligence. I need conversation. I need love. I need cuddles. I need you to say, bitch, you're fucking crazy right now. Calm down. I need all of those things.
So
Those
you
are,
think we equal?
no, no.
Oh, you don't. Why not?
There
let
are
her
so
cook.
many reasons why we're not equal. We're not
You
physically
talking about
equal.
you talking about the one we talking about on the you. We talking about the one we talking about on the thing right here. That one right
We
there.
are not mentally equal. We're not physically
He talking
equal.
about cheating and stuff.
I'm going there. We're not emotionally equal. Listen, I'm gonna feel differently about things than you
I
are.
appreciate that. I appreciate that. I
Okay.
appreciate that.
We're not equal. We'll never
So
be
cheat.
equal. And I don't
So
mean that in a negative way. I mean that in a very honest way.
I appreciate that. So
I
when it comes to cheating, right? If you go cheat and I go cheat, is it the same to you?
I mean, it depends on what our communication is. What are we talking about, host? What
Not
did we
necessarily
talk about
communication.
before?
I'm asking you, is it the same, just in general?
If we had a discussion and we said, you're mine, and you said, you're mine, and then somebody fucked around and find out, yeah, it's
So
equal. Listen, it doesn't matter. If we had that discussion and we were committed, somebody fucked around, done.
okay, Miss Fabio just came in. We'd like to hear you speak, sister. We don't want to. I ain't got to talk about
It is, if you married and you step out on your marriage, you cheating. If you guys are together, boyfriend, girlfriend, and you haven't set those boundaries or rules up, saying like, look, I'm only having sex with you, and you only having sex with me, and this is what we agreed upon. And if one of us breaks that, then that'd be considered cheating in that particular relationship. It just depends on the relationship. So, and what you guys got established. Now, if you got this loose ended relationship where you don't really know what's going on, but y'all kind of hanging out and y'all seeing each other and you having sex with each other, but ain't no boundaries been set. You can't say somebody cheating if you never told me that we was even in a situation where I didn't know I could even, you know what I'm saying, still sow my royal oats.
That's all I was saying. For real. If y'all just shacking up, so be it. That's what it is.
We got to establish some kind of communication.
Boundaries. Boundaries.
Yeah.
But at the same
You don't
time,
set
though,
boundaries if all he doing is coming
we're
over
grown.
Netflix and chilling, and then you find out he talking to another girl or she talking to another guy. What's the point of getting mad? It ain't his fault you was cooking food when he was coming over there trying to play wife, but never said, you know what, let's make this a real committed thing and see where this can go between just me and you.
Yes,
Open your
indeed.
mouth and say
Hey,
something.
that macaroni and cheese was hidden too.
Right. Because they gonna eat your food and
For
more
real.
than that. But that still don't mean that y'all in a committed relationship. You ain't saying nothing. You just get up and go take a shower, bath, whatever, and make his breakfast in the morning, treat him like that's your man, and then let him drive your car, whatever it is that you doing, that you plan, thinking that you're in a relationship, but ain't said shit.
Miss Pavoy, you ever loved a cheater?
You asking me?
Yes, ma'am.
Hell no.
Oh,
You never loved a cheater?
Nah, how can I love a cheater? When I was dating before I got married, I make my shit very clear. If I'm feeling you, and you can be honest with me too. I appreciate
Okay,
honesty.
I'm sorry, my bad. You ever know the lady that loved the cheater?
Hell yeah,
Can you
a
tell me
whole lot of them.
what your perception of that was?
I just think that you know what I'm saying. It's a
'Cause
thing.
most
They don't be
people on
wanting
the
to let
panel
the
said
person.
women don't love cheaters.
A lot of women they say they don't love cheaters, but they don't. They also don't want to let the person go because they like them a lot.
So
So
do
they
that mean they love them or they like them a lot?
they willing to deal with whatever it is that comes along with that man.
Do they love them or like them a lot?
They lust them a lot.
Ah, so they don't love them.
They want to be in love.
that's
They're
what
not
I.
in love, but
They
they want
lust
to be
them a
in
lot.
love.
That's
They
what
They
I.
want to be in a relationship.
do love him. Yes, they do.
How can you love somebody that don't love you?
He
And
do
if you
love me, and
or
he
if you
loves her too.
and you don't love
And it's
yourself.
okay. I'm
It's
all
okay
taken
to
care
accept.
of.
Hold on,
Let
Mel,
me ask you
because
something.
I've been listening to you. You get a little. You be crashing out. Just calm
No,
down.
I
Talk to
don't
me like a
crash.
normal person.
Well,
You
that's
be
my favorite.
crashing out.
No, I don't.
Calm it down.
I don't have to. I'm
You
not
gotta
saying
love you
anything.
gotta love yourself in order to love
I
somebody
do.
else.
Do.
So then, what's the problem
And I
then?
love him too, and love her too. And that's the bottom line. You
You
guys
wanted one of
only
those.
see it one
So
way, and that's the
I get it. Oh, I get it now. Oh, you in one of those relationships.
so
Hey,
now look,
do what you do. No judgment here.
if the young
go ahead.
no, y'all come on, go ahead.
There's a lot of judgment here, and that's the problem.
I ain't judging you. I don't give a damn what you do or
This
stick
is
in you.
personal. I'm talking about in general. There's a lot of judgment here for men that like
Some
more
people
than one woman.
say
There's
they
a lot of
judge,
judgment.
and I feel like it's an
Why
opinion.
do you
You're
keep
allowed to have
talking
an
when I'm
opinion.
talking?
Everybody not going to agree with you. That's taboo. That's not something that goes on
Oh,
all the time. So
no,
you can't expect
you
everybody to be like,
don't have to
"Oh my
agree with me.
god, this is what goes on." Like, what don't you guys get? I love her and I love him and I
There's
love
no
the world.
respect. There's no respect for the other side. Is my point. There's no respect for the other side.
That every time, just because you give out something, don't mean you're gonna get respect. We might listen to you, don't mean we respect it.
So nobody that cheats on each other for boy, you clearly saying that they don't love each other. So if a lady cheat on a man, they in a marriage, that he don't love her. If she cheat on him, she don't love him. That's what you saying.
That's how I feel about it. Somewhere the love was either they was in love and love was lost. Something happened there.
And
I'm
what
one of those, like, people do what they want to do, right? If somebody wanted to text you, they would text you. If they wanted to date you, they would date you. If they wanted to go out with you
so
last night, they
that
wanted
see,
to go
I'm
out
trying
with
to
you
get your
last
point. It's
night.
real simple. So does that diminish the person? Does that diminish the love? What you just said?
Are you talking to me or somebody
Yeah,
else?
you jumped in and
Oh,
you made a statement. You said it for person. So I'm asking you, does that mean that they love the person or not? Because I'm asking a simple question, but I see people want to run away from it. It's obvious that people love cheaters, and like nobody
Well,
wants to be real about it.
Judah the disciple loved Jesus, but he still betrayed him,
yeah.
right? So
Okay,
so
but the question is, why do women love cheaters and everybody? Well, not everybody. We know the men, but not all the women, but most of the women is running away from that. And you just broke it down. So you said Judas. Say that again, God.
Judas loved Jesus, but he still betrayed him. Listen, like I submitted earlier, my answer was that this cheating thing, right? Usually, if we're talking about monogamous relationship, where the understanding from the beginning is just the two of them, nobody else is involved. Usually, the woman has already slept with the guy. She's already chemically been bonded. That was my answer earlier. And or she's already popped two kids out or three, and he's providing for her, and she doesn't have a plan. She can't go on the street, her and her kids, and support herself, so she stays, right? Most women, it is my opinion that most women, if they have their own money, they have their own means to make money, they're not going to stay with a perpetual cheater, because what cheating does to a woman, it's beyond just a physical thing, because she chose him to be her provider and her protector, and another woman and future children threatens her ability for her to be secure for her and her children. Okay, it's deeper than that.
I don't
It
know.
puts her at risk in her security.
You
So
ever
she
seen
does
love
not
after
want that.
lockup?
What favor? What
I
did you
said, you
say?
ever seen love after lockup? All of them women be on, and them dudes be cheating on them left and right, and they still stay with them.
Listen,
But
I'm
you saying
talking
that
with
ain't
women
love.
with
You saying that
sense.
ain't love.
I'm talking about women with common sense. Women who understand the value of marriage. They understand that this is my husband. We're gonna come together and we're gonna produce children, future legacies. I'm talking about women who have sense. I'm not talking about these women out here who plop it open for everybody.
Wow.
Okay? So let's
Talk
just
about
let's just
marriage,
make a
but women are
difference.
the ones filing the most divorces. You want to
Yeah,
bring up
you
marriage,
know,
but the women are filing the most
if you got
divorces.
married, you don't know who you gonna divorce first, the man or the woman.
Okay, so somebody in your chat brought up a good point out of the box. She was like, men want to fix, or women want to fix men. They go into a relationship thinking that they're going to fix them. Do you agree? Do you think that that's why they stick around, that they cheat, because they think they're eventually going to fix them?
I think they feel like they can heal them.
That's a good point.
That's why I love they able to sneak out the house with their overnight bag.
Okay.
Yeah, we can
Does
talk
that
this right
happen
here.
to
We can
you,
talk this until
Edward, or
we
is
can
that
talk
what you're
this until
saying?
we can talk this until we blue in the face.
No,
Let's be
that was a perfect
yeah.
response to that.
Hey, I love them women. Oh, listen, yeah, what you want? You want some lobster tails or something?
They pick me. Well, yeah, we ain't heard from you in a minute. You still there?
You said who?
Miss Pick Me.
Oh.
Take myself off of of mute. Yeah, I'm still here. I was listening to some of this stuff that people are saying. um, I think that there's so many different lifestyles at some point, and Melanin, I respect you. I respect anybody on here who they have a right to live how they live, right? We people see things in a different light, you know. And I think one of the things that you've said is that we can't be upset if people see things in a different light than you do. And I can't be upset that you see it differently. You know, you see cheating differently. Somebody else may see it differently. Because I see cheating not just as physical, I think cheating is emotional. So for me and my man, if he's given time to any woman other than me, he's cheating. If he knows, he feels the same way. So we've had these conversations. It's not something that I'm making up. We lay down, we talk about all of this stuff. It's nothing new. So we see things differently. But you just have to figure out, to me, to anybody, what works best for you in your relationship. What's gonna work for you in your relationship is what you and your mate determine, right? Some men may get a pass. There's some women who may give their man a pass. There's some women who may know he has another family. I have a cousin, he has a wife and they're looking for another wife, right? Everybody has a different lifestyle. I respect your right. But let me tell you, if he goes outside of that marriage and she doesn't know about it, she considers that cheating because he has a right to court, but she's supposed to know who he's courting. And my point is, they've created the boundaries. It's different for me. It wouldn't work for me, but it works for them. I respect them and I love them. We just have to accept that this world, there are different types of relationships. There isn't just one man and one woman anymore. You know, even though that's majority, there's man and man, there's woman and woman, there's woman and man, and there's man and woman. It's so many different types. There's just no cookie cutter way. You just have to find out what works for you and your relationship and what you and your mate are doing. And that's it. And live your life and can't worry about what other people think. And I land.
And I agree, Pygmy, but if in the relationship you set boundaries, anything you do outside of that boundary is considered cheating.
Oh, set the boundaries. That's right, because you've created those boundaries together. You're right. I 100% agree. Whatever those
Pick me.
boundaries are.
Pick me. So let me ask you this. You don't want to share him because you know it's a man shortage. You want to share him. You know that, right?
I don't believe in that. I don't believe in that.
Why?
I don't
I
believe in
thought
that.
you was nice. I thought you were nice. You're supposed to
I
share.
am. I'm nice, except when it comes to that. I'm very
Oh,
territorial.
okay.
I'm
Okay.
not a
Now,
jealous woman
did
at
did
all. I
somebody
am
did somebody on the panel
territorial.
say that they were? Who said that they were bisexual? Who said that? Who said
Me.
that?
Melanin and
Who?
Taco
Taco.
Tuesday. I
Who
heard
said?
it.
Taco and melanin.
Yes,
Okay.
indeed.
Okay. Let me ask you, ladies, this.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, this is something that I would not. I, if I met a woman and she say, and I'm talking to her, and I asked the question, I said, "Have you ever dated women before?" Or and she says yes, I automatically stop. I'm done with that. I don't want to go no further.
Oh.
Reason being, I don't want to compete because
So
if
you
something
feel
goes
like your
wrong,
your D is not as good as her vagina?
you know what? You know what? I
Okay.
cannot compete with a
Oh,
woman
that's
when
funny.
another woman want another when a woman want another woman. I
What?
got what she got.
Just
My
go.
girl got a girlfriend.
Secondly, secondly, secondly,
Hey, my girl.
secondly, let's reverse this. Let's reverse it. Let's reverse. Let's say that you met a man and you say, "Hey, how you doing?" And do you date men? He say, "Yeah, I smoke dick every now and again."
That's not my jam.
No, that's what I was getting ready to
I'm
say.
with
We
you.
hear a lot
But
of
that ain't
sister
my
wives.
That's
ministry.
them.
I don't have nothing to
That ain't
say.
my ministry.
That's not the
Hey,
same.
So,
I be saying we
that's
see a
so
what.
lot of sister wives.
would
Who
you
all the brother
And
would
husbands
listen,
at?
I got a
would you
silk
deal with that
case,
man?
But
Would
our
everything that you
preference.
need, baby.
No,
Until
no,
y'all
I will
figure it
not.
out. You come
would
on
you
over
all
here.
deal with that man if he told you,
No,
"Well, I do dibble and dabble with men"?
No, it's not the
Would
Why?
same
you disco?
Why not? What's the difference?
because it's not the
Brother.
same. Because his
What?
manhood is being taken away from him. That's why.
Huh?
I'm not even going there with that. It's just a matter of
Huh?
preference.
Okay.
Listen,
All
I
right.
prefer my husband's dick, and he's the only dick that I like. I've had multiple vagina, but it's not even his dick. You know what? We don't need to go on that. You don't need my life story. However,
Is your
I
is your
No,
prefer.
we
husband
don't. We don't.
bisexual too? Is
That's what I'm talking
But
about.
my
is
husband
he
is very
bisexual?
good at what he's done. Very good at what he does. Very good at
Okay.
what he does. Like minutes. Listen, he was like, ho, ho, ho. And that one movie where she was like, ho, ho, ho. That was my husband. Okay.
Okay.
For me,
What are we
vaginas are
talking
too
about?
emotional.
Okay.
Vaginas are way too emotional.
I
I
feel where
can't
your
do it.
husband coming from too.
With all
Was
the
that
yeah,
was
I
that the
tried a relationship with a woman. You're talking about bisexuality, and I am.
no?
I'm bisexual. I love
Okay.
vagina. I
Okay.
love titties so much. I don't like the vagina and drama that comes with the vagina. Does that make sense?
I bought a little sex before my time too, and I was
Yes,
playing
you're
ball, so
supposed
it
to.
is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Ain't got to be no
Make it
drama.
stop.
Ain't got to
Make it
be no
stop,
drama. Yes,
please.
indeed.
I bought a
I
little sex
listen.
before. It's okay. A little
Hey,
specs
hey,
before.
Vagina
It's all
brings a
right.
lot of drama. It
Taco,
does.
Taco. I
In
see
my
what
own
you. I see
experience,
what you.
vagina brings
Now
a
you
lot.
say you bought a little coochie before what?
I have.
Y-
Listen, I've
Yeah,
had
then I was
I've
playing
tried to
football,
have
playing pro ball. I
relationships with
did. I
two
sure
different
did.
women.
A little bit here
And
and there.
those
It's all
bitches
right.
were fucking crazy. Listen, those vaginas were way over the top. They were way dramatic. I couldn't do it. I was like, nah, no, this is too much. Yes, I
You
wanted
gave
to
up?
What are
because I
you
was a
talking
vagina,
about?
but I
What you
couldn't
gave
do.
up for, Taco?
What is he talking about?
I don't know, man.
She said that
Yo,
she said
Talking
nah,
about?
she couldn't
land.
do it. Yeah, don't give up.
I'm gonna
See
leave
it
it
through
alone.
the end.
I was pretty clear.
Hey, but listen though, like I said though, hey, I got a silk pillowcase. Until you and whoever that is need to figure it out, you come on over here, baby. Let's just have that. That's what I'm talking about.
I'm
Cause
just gonna
I
say
don't know
this,
what.
and
Cause, listen,
I'm just gonna say this, and then I gotta be
cheaters gonna
MIA. I'll
cheat.
probably log off for a little bit because
Good
Cheaters
Lord.
gonna
Listen,
Thank
cheat.
you,
listen.
God.
If you are
Thank you,
disco,
God. It's
disco, you
already
know you love me.
Saturday.
You know you love me. I know
It's
you love
already
me. Okay,
Saturday.
listen.
Tommy, you know we love you, Tommy. You know we love you.
Okay,
Cheaters
so
gonna
listen,
Tommy,
if
hold
you are
on.
sitting up here and no judgments from me, and you're saying you like vajages, multiple vajages, and multiple D's, don't be complaining when we're talking about kids that are being born out of the wedlock. Don't be coming up here and having a fit about that, okay? Because you know what I would say? I would say you are a hypocrite. And I land, and good night.
But the same way you going there, you
I
women
wanted to
that
ask
divorce your
Tommy something
households
before
are
she
also
left.
hypocrites.
No, I wanted to ask her something before she left.
Yeah, I can't stand people that make statements and then run
I'm
offline.
sorry. What was her name? Come on, Mel. You could talk.
But
I'm
it's
sorry.
irritating to go there about kids being born out of wedlock, but women
Back,
are
sister. I can't find you. Come back. Go
doing
ahead, sister.
divorces left and right. What about that? It don't. The children don't matter when y'all not happy no more and y'all want to file for divorce. But then
That's
you
Right.
try
right.
to
Tell her,
equate
Mel.
this
Tell,
situation to,
tell her,
well, don't
Mel.
be saying anything when there's kids born out of wedlock. What about y'all being married and literally choosing to break up your family?
Tell her,
So this,
Mel.
y'all need to
Tell her.
cut it
I want
out.
Tell her, Mel. Stop.
anybody in here they know the Bible. I want to know who know that good book. Anybody
I
in here
don't
know that
know.
Bible?
Oh, Lord. Here we go. I got to go now.
No, no, no. Okay, okay. I
Oh,
got
Turn,
you. Hold on.
put the
Lord.
church
One
finger
Here
book.
up,
you go.
Disco.
Wives,
Here you
concubines,
Put the,
go,
put the
man.
No,
church
don't
finger
go,
up.
Sco. Don't go. Don't go, Sco.
wives,
Oh,
concubines.
Lord.
Don't go, Sco.
So
Stop.
they
Walk
love
Don't go.
to
with
I'm not gonna do
me,
it.
Lord.
Go.
Walk
I'm
with
stop.
me.
Yeah, no, they love to take it spiritual, but they have multiple
No,
wives and
stop. Go.
concubines.
I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna do it.
I
I ain't gonna
know,
do it.
I know.
I ain't gonna do it.
Yes, you do.
Hey,
You
They
now,
want
be
to
hey,
do
picking
it.
now,
names.
speaking of the Bible, I did
One
say
of
in the
lives.
comment, I was like, so who was Mary Magdalene?
All right, that's why I said leave it alone now, brother.
Okay, oh
Was it? How you trying to say? You trying to? Wait, you trying to say? You
No,
trying to
no,
say it was a? You
my
trying to
bad.
say it was a hoe in the
No, we want
Bible?
to. We don't want to. We want to stop. We're gonna stop. We're gonna stop.
So
She
you?
was.
Let
She
me,
I know she
was.
was a hoe. I know she was a hoe.
You got to say 304,
She,
304.
yeah,
we're
she's
gonna
a
stop.
304.
She was a
Say
Jezebel.
plainly.
She was a biblical 304. Yeah, they got those.
No, she wouldn't. She would just, hey, she would
That's one
tag
of
him
my
along.
favorite sayings. I'd be
She
like,
would
hey,
tag
it
him
was a in
along,
the
and
Bible.
hey, she was down for a crown. Wouldn't partner them.
I can't. No.
He was out there in the
Landlord,
streets.
how old are you, brother? How old are you? You don't mind me asking. How old are you?
I'm 40. I'm
Okay.
40, brother.
Okay. All right. All
Oh,
right.
I'm gonna say this right quick,
Come on,
ladies.
ladies. We ain't even heard from you. You left
Why
us.
do women? It's ladies. It's we only gonna do what y'all allow.
Uh-oh.
You
Thank
know
you.
what I'm saying? Let's just keep
Take
it.
accountability, Lake.
You better
I'm gonna
stop,
do that.
Lake.
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that. But we only gonna do what y'all allow. So if a lot of women setting boundaries and stuff like that, then most likely we gonna adhere to it, whatever case it be. But we gonna do what y'all allow. You know what I'm saying?
Come
So
on, Lake. Come on. Come on. Come
let's
on,
just
Lake.
keep it. Let's just keep it a whole
You
buck.
do
Make us
what you
feel
want to
good
do.
before we
I
leave. Come
mean, I
on.
mean, the fact of the matter is that we do what we want to do.
Yeah.
We're gonna do what y'all allow too. So
That's
You
right.
right, Lake. You right,
But
Lake.
I've been
Do
drinking,
what he
Right.
want to
man.
do. A man is gonna do what he wants to do.
Oh,
A
spaghetti.
man
Men do what they
is
want
going
to
to
do. Quit.
do
Take
what he wants
accountability.
to
You're gonna let
do.
your man
It's
do what he wants to
crazy.
do. I don't.
Men
Y'all
do what
want
they
men
want,
under
boys
the
do what they
voice
can.
of a woman. That's
It ain't no
ridiculous.
secret. I'm a grown ass man.
Let's go.
This is out of order. You don't hearken unto the voice of a woman talking about we don't. A man only gonna do what you like. What? You don't even answer to her. You don't answer to her. What is y'all afraid of?
Uh-oh.
Oh, ain't afraid of
Y'all
nothing.
literally
No,
suppress your natural natures over trying to please a woman, appease a woman in her feelings. This is
Uh-oh.
ridiculous.
No,
That's that big
And
word.
this
not
Say
me.
that big word
is
again, man. You
not,
said a
this is
big
not
word. It
out
start with an S. Start with an S.
a simp.
So,
Man, hey, I
that
invite him
ain't what
over.
you
I'm
said.
dead for real. That's dead. I'm not
Give me
scared of
some
nothing.
of that pineapple. Shit.
No, I don't pander to nobody.
Yo,
I do love some
like
I,
pineapple.
like I said, the women are going after a certain amount of men. It ain't. It's so many men that y'all don't pay no mind
There you
to.
go. There you go.
Right.
There you
It's a
go
And
lot
again.
that's
of
the
men.
monogamous one, and they don't want him.
Right, the men that's
Right.
out here getting it,
Thank you.
making the money
Dude,
and
I
everything like
married
that.
the
Listen to
tallest,
me.
Right.
dorkiest
You
nerd
left
that
it
I
over
could
there
find
all
because
this
that's what's
time.
The
attractive
blue
to
collar
me.
man. They don't want the blue collar man, Lake. They don't want the blue collar man.
Come on,
Hold
Yeah.
on,
man.
because I don't think it's
No,
They don't
necessary
want
that
that
that's
blue
women
not
collar
want the
man.
true.
blue
They
Not
don't
collar
want
man.
that
true.
blue
But
collar man.
what else do we
Mine's a
got
blue
other
collar
than
man.
working a regular job, working a good job? What else do we got
It's
besides
so many men that will be
mentally? He could be
faithful.
mentally. He could be
Here we
Arthur,
mentally abusive. He could be
here we
Arthur,
go.
mentally.
we already done
Here
told
we
you
Again,
go.
that.
everybody else. There go the
Here we
shaming
go.
again.
Here
Arthur,
It's
we
you
go.
so
already,
many
Arthur,
men.
Oh wait,
Come on, come on, come
Arthur,
on.
you already
No,
I
you
didn't
can
saying.
go,
let me
coach. You
land
say
my
what you
plane.
want to say. You say
Now
what
Come
you
I'm
on,
want
come
to
on.
saying, I'm
Yeah.
saying that just you can't say, oh, they don't want this man. They don't want him because he's monogamous. So maybe he got some things about him that's a little off. Maybe he's controlling. Maybe he's manipulative. Maybe he's a liar. Just because he is monogamous or got a good job, don't mean that mentally he's still okay for me.
But not see. You can. Hey, let me
I
explain.
just no. I responded to what somebody said.
Right, but
But Arthur, we
you.
both know that you're not taking care of no man that makes way less money than you. You don't already said it.
Blake, don't start with me.
He
Oh,
can be
Look.
a
okay.
good man. You know I'm coming for
So
you.
we gonna
I
make a
came.
monogamous. Hold
I
on. We gonna
came
make
back
a
on the
Blake,
panel.
quit
We talking
starting
about
shit,
money
Blake.
now.
I
I want
came
to
back
hear
on.
what the
Arthur, how
hold
much
on.
money you need to make?
no. Thanks, Mel. Thanks. It's okay.
But you
Here
got
we
something to
go.
say, and I want to hear it because you actually dropping some wisdom, and I want to hear what you want to say too. Because
Come on.
sometimes all of this ignorance is driving me nuts.
So we gonna put a monogamous man down too. We putting the cheaters down, but now we putting the monogamous man down too. So the
I'm
man
just
can't
saying,
win.
man. All I'm saying is you can't say, oh, they don't want that type of man. They don't want this man because maybe mentally something ain't right with him.
Right. So I'm asking you, we gonna put the man that cheat down and the monogamous man. So
I ain't putting no man down. I try to build my black man up. Now, what I
man,
won't
you
do is
said
date.
maybe
I
why
won't
you
date any. I might not date him, but I ain't gonna put him down.
okay, what I'm saying is you just gave
You don't.
reference to
You don't
Hold
date
up,
black
hold up,
men.
hold
you
up, hold
just
up.
aligned
Hey,
something
host.
negative with the
I
monogamous
date
man.
black men. I'm talking about
Hey,
the
host. Hey,
ones that
host.
we.
I
Okay,
got it,
sorry.
host. Hey, host. I got it. I got it. Hold up. Check this out. A lot of times, let me tell you. A lot of times when these men are really courting most women and doing what they need to do, it's all good until we start talking about y'all and y'all issues. When you start bringing up the woman and her issues and start talking about herself and she got to grow because you standing 10 toes down, I can't protect what I can't control, sweetie. So at the end of the day,
Yeah,
I
come on.
gotta have some type of control when it comes to her.
Not
And I
not
don't
late.
mean, and
Late.
I don't mean to control like you think.
Mel, can you get Lady Show
No,
down?
but I agree, Lake,
Okay,
because
fine.
I
Well,
agree. I want a man that lead. Lake, I
there she
agree
goes.
with
She up
you.
here.
I agree with you.
So when it comes to leadership, if
Man,
there's two
you
types of
thirsty.
control.
Get up.
If I tell you to look both ways before you cross the
She up
street,
here.
that's one type of control. But if I have to come and actually make you do it, that's a control that women don't like. Men want to control to put boundaries. We control by setting boundaries. So basically, if
Right.
I say we going somewhere and out the way in Chicago somewhere, and you can't have that on right now, then respect what I'm telling you and not put that on. But if I say that to some women, they think I'm trying to control her. I'm just not trying to shoot. I'm not trying to pew nobody tonight. That's all I'm saying. So at the end of the day, men are only going to do what majority of women will allow. All this stuff that we're talking about on these panels, I give it to the woman. If these relationships last, it's because of the woman. If they go sour, it's because of the woman.
Oh no.
If her tolerance is there, she gonna stay. If her tolerance is not, she gonna go. Now you just said earlier you make over 100K, so that means everybody who don't make over 100K, you not paying no mind to. So if somebody like myself got to make a certain amount of dollars just to be in your neck of the woods, because you're not taking care of no man that make 25,000.
Uh-oh.
So can I ask you a question?
Hello.
I want to
Well,
piggyback on what Lake just said. Lake, when you were talking to Latanya, you want a man who makes 100, but the question is, are you deserving of that kind of man? Because I think about Kevin Samuel. Hold on, and I'm not saying you are or not, right? We as women have this whole list of things, right? But then
Uh-oh.
we don't talk about all that stuff we bringing to the
Those
table,
are
right?
terrorist demands. Remember the
They go to
terrorist
pick me
demands I
coming up
said?
out of it. They go to
Terrorists.
pick me. Come on, pick
May
me.
may I say
What I was
something,
gonna say.
please?
Okay.
Let me finish. Let me land.
They're
Because
going to
what I was
Keep
terrorists.
saying
on
is,
flying, sister.
when you a single mom, your stock goes down for a man, right? So
Yeah.
Jesus.
if you're trying to get a 6-figure man, but you a single mom, your stock done went down for him, right?
Oh
Yeah.
my
Yeah.
God.
Saying
Speak.
that when
Speak.
we sit up
Speak.
here and we put all of these conditions on men and we don't even have it. Let's say we say he has to own his own home and you don't even own your own home. He got to drive this side. So my point is, you want him to be educated and you not educated. I'm just
I'm as a
saying.
box of
Are
rocks.
You
Come
want
on.
him to be
Come
a
that
on now.
that
virgin.
that that
May
can
I
You want
go
him to be
please
that can
come
go
monogamous,
in?
but not a
that can go
virgin.
either way. Please
May I please
finish.
come in?
Yes,
Well, hold
when I
on.
land, let
When
me
she land,
land.
lady, we gonna let you right in.
Come
Come
on,
on,
pick me.
So
pick
You
me.
cooking, baby. Come on, pick
all
me. You
I'm
cooking
saying
now.
is, ladies, as ladies, and I'm a lady,
That's some
we put
dispatcher.
Mhm.
all of these special certain criteria that this man has to have, right? But we don't
Uh-huh.
realize our stock ain't as high as it used to be when we were 18 years
Uh-huh.
old. Your stock goes down the older you get. Your
Yeah.
stock goes
Tell them.
down if you're a single mom. Your stock
Come on,
goes
pick me.
down if
Hey,
it
now,
just
Come
Holy
on, pick
Ghost.
goes
me.
down. So you want to be dating and you want men with 6 figures, and so let's say he's a 10 when you a 3. I'm just
Oh,
saying we
Whoa.
got to think about
Come
that.
on, pick
Well,
me.
shots
I'm
fired.
gonna
Come on,
disagree
pick
Shots
with
me.
this
fired.
one.
And
I
I'm not,
So
no,
the
host, don't say that. I ain't fired no
Come
shots
on.
at
No, you're not.
nobody
Come on, baby. You
because
Wait
I
cooking.
don't
a
know
minute.
nobody
See,
until you
I got a
You
question
cooking
for
with
you, Pick
fish
Me.
grease
I
tonight. You
got a
Oh
cooking with
question
fish
for
God.
you.
grease.
Okay, you
Pick Me,
guys.
Pick
Everybody's
Me, I
just
got a
going
question
on.
for you real
We
quick.
should limit our responses so everybody could get a chance to say something.
Do
I got you.
the stock go down for men when they got multiple baby mothers? Do the
Yeah.
stock go down
Yes,
for
it
men
does.
yes,
Yes,
when
it
they
so
does.
got
Yes, it does.
for you,
when
good
they pecker so
question.
little it's like you bumping coochies? Do they stock go down when they
yes.
don't get enough? But
All
okay,
that.
it's vice.
All
What I'm
that.
saying is it's vice versa. I'm not saying that I would never fix my mouth to tell a man, oh, your stock went down because you got you raising your child on your own. I commend a man that is raising his child on his own. I commend any woman that's raising a child on their
I
own
salute you,
because
Tanya.
you know what I'm
Toya.
saying. Thank you. Because what are we saying? That's like no.
Men and women are not
I'm
Okay.
just
equal.
keeping it real. I'm just keeping it real. That's how. But
May I?
if you looked at Kevin
Oh,
Samuels
Jesus.
specifically told us women that he
Jesus,
specifically
help us.
told us women that
My
we
Lord.
put our stock at this when we really are at a lot lower. And I'm just
But
saying,
you,
we as women just got to look at that. That's it.
but
Not
pick
land.
me. You
You
picking and
cooking
choosing
now.
because Kevin Samuels
Can
also
I?
said men don't cheat; they exercise options. So what about
Uh-oh.
that?
Jesus.
Uh-oh.
Just
Mm.
because
You
I said
guys pick
something
and
that
choose.
hold
Y'all
on.
pick and choose what y'all want to remember.
No. When
Panel,
you fed something, that don't mean you like the whole meal, Melanin.
Yeah, that's
You
panel.
may
true.
not like the
Okay,
potatoes,
we
but
want
I like the
let's
darn steak. So I
let's let
pick
the young
yes.
lady.
I'm sorry,
Let's,
host.
I feel like
no,
your
y'all
shot
good.
goes down based on who you're
No,
choosing
no,
to
no.
be with. If you're
Lady
the
Red is
number one,
Lady
We
Red
want to
is
let.
next.
Then we'll pass it to you, sister. Come on,
Boy,
Lady
I'm
Red.
going I'm gonna light y'all ass up in a minute. Go ahead and talk.
Come on, let's go. I'm right behind you.
Panel, panel. First, let me say thank you guys for allowing me to speak. And I'm going to keep this short
We
so other
appreciate
people
you
could
being
come and
here.
comment. My stepfather married my mom with 7 kids. See, we don't got caught up with this.
You gone, sister.
Something he was pouring on. Go ahead. I'm listening.
No, you had one away for a minute. You back.
Oh, I'm sorry. My um Wi-Fi may not be the best. I apologize.
Father,
But
that's all
we
right.
don't got so caught up with this social media stuff. I hear all this stuff about Kevin Samuels. When you respect a person, regardless if it's a male or female. Now, let's go back to what one gentleman said. I think it was Lake. I have 4 brothers. He said men cheat based on what women allows them to do. I salute you, Lake. I'm the sister of 4 brothers. My sister-in-law stays with my brother. They've been married over 20 years. But she knew when she got with my brother, he had a baby mama. He was cheating with her. So guess what? Was her coochie, excuse me, was going to change it? No, that's in him to do. So if she had changed the narrative and say what you did to her, you're not going to do to me, she wouldn't be going through this 20 plus years later. So I do think it's what a woman allows a man to do. She can't change him, but if more women start saying, no, I'm not going to tolerate this, at some point he's going to stop what he's doing or else he's going to cross over to want to be with a man. So it's all about standards. For as this money thing, I don't know why we so caught up with some 6 figures. Why are we caught up with all of this money?
Don't talk to him.
It does not
Hold
take
on, sister.
all of
Hold on,
that for
sister.
2
Hold on.
people.
Hold on.
It doesn't take all of that for 2 people to live a moderate life. Now, if I'm with a man,
But
I'm
sister,
one of
you
those
said
ones that made 6
how
figures
many?
for the past 8 years. But guess what? I got 8 figures. I have 1 daughter. I got pregnant when I was in high school. Did that make me less of a woman? No, I made a mistake. My daughter's father is extraordinary. He been with his wife 30 years. My daughter tell me all the time, Mama, why do you salute dad like that? I said, because he was 16 and I was 17. You can't make a boy a man. But I'm proud of the man that he's became with his family, right? We got to stop all this Kevin Samuel stuff.
Hold
I
on.
want a 10. I want a 10 rate scale. All this crazy stuff. To me,
Okay.
I let the dead rest in peace. All I'm saying is when you meet with a person, you and that person to sit down, see what your expectations are. If you make 50,000, this person make 30,000, whatever the case may be. Your life should be centered around the income that's on the table. Why we want to keep going? We're the only race of people have, excuse me for taco up there. Um, what I'm saying, we as black people, we are the only one go back and forth.
Not
Oh,
true.
I want this type. If a woman got 3 kids, her scales done went down. What?
It's not
It's the
true,
truth.
sister. Hold
It's
on.
the truth.
Sister,
It's the truth.
I want to speak to the sister because the
But
sister
what
said,
about a man?
hold
Wait a
on.
minute, wait a minute. I was involved with a man, and I'm gonna be quiet, host. Thank you for allowing me to
Come on. I
speak.
want to talk to you. Come on.
I got involved with a man that something was wrong with him medically, that he had a low sperm count. He's 62 years old right now. Wish to God that he could have produced a child. He couldn't. So guess what? Even though my daughter was adult when we got together, but he embraced my daughter to this day as a child of his own. We never got married. We were just living together. And I view everybody's opinions. And please, I'm not trying to offend no one. But until we learn as a race, and I'm talking about the black race right now, men and women, until we learn how to understand each other's nature, stop living off this social media standard. People could post nice houses, nice cars. They could come on there and say, "Oh, I got this. Oh, I got that," and they could be lying. I'm talking about real life scenarios. Your neighbors.
Well,
That's all I'm saying.
I
Thank
would,
you, everybody. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm gone.
I would push back on what
No,
she's
no.
saying is
Yeah, I'm
the
gonna push
only
all the way
thing,
back on that. Come
the
on.
the only thing I'll push back to what she's saying is that the women are different from what she's talking about until now. That's the only pushback. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say that the quality of our women today are bad or worse off than what the elders were, but the women today are just they are not putting up with certain things that the women in our past, our grandmamas, put up with, and maybe it has to do with the fact that jobs, money, and everything like that. So now that a woman can take care of herself financially, some of our women feel the need that they don't need us or whatever the case may be. So at that point, now you have a melting pot. So now you have all different types or whatever the case may be. So I understand what the woman is saying, but 2025, it's no longer that way.
And you just stated that he couldn't have children, so that's a specific situation. He couldn't even have kids of his own.
Yeah,
That's
that's an
different.
anomaly. That's different. That's
Yeah.
that's a
that's
special
me,
circumstance.
but
That's special.
men are we are hunters for real. And then they holler about they looking for a 6-figure one. When they get one, are you really ready what it comes with?
No, they're not, because they wasn't even a virgin.
Bless
They're not even
God.
a virgin.
Because at the end of the day, he have the world at his pedestal. Like he can do this, he can do that. Are
And,
you
and,
really?
and
Is they really ready to
no,
deal
No.
with
no,
a?
it ain't even that. It ain't even the fact that he got women at his feet. It ain't
No,
even
no, I ain't
that.
saying women.
Yeah,
I ain't saying women.
I
It
feel what you're
just
saying. It's the
excuse me,
boundaries.
brother.
It's
I
the
ain't saying
boundaries.
women. I said whenever he want to do something.
Well, no. I'm gonna tell you like this, because
Go ahead.
I am one of those guys. I'm gonna be real. You got boundaries that they can't fit in.
Let's go.
When I say a certain shit going on, there's gonna be order in my house. It's gonna be a certain way that everything goes. They don't want to hear that because they feel like that you. Because to me, I'm gonna go as far as to say, don't nobody govern women. Don't nothing govern
And
women. The laws of the land don't govern women. Women can lie about a rape and don't nothing happen to them. Don't
Can't say
nobody
that, Lake.
govern women. So at the end of the day, when you come to a man like me who got rules and regulations, structure and infrastructure in his life and in his home, they can't deal with that because they have never been used to that type of stuff. And when you try to love them and you want them to be vulnerable and everything like that, and you're pushing for certain things that they're not used to, they either sabotage or they run. That's exactly what they do. So when you're dealing with a man that do make his own money, that can cook clean for himself, and you can't even smacks right, at the end of the day, you're gonna be them walking papers.
Speak to
Because
him, Lake.
at the
Speak to
end
him,
of the
Lake.
day, at the end of the day,
Speak to him,
I
Lake.
didn't go and make a whole bunch of money to be conquered by some woman who gonna tell me what she ain't gonna do when she lie on the freedom and the provision that I provide. So at
Mm.
the end of the day, when I'm providing that, I'm empowering her at the same time. You're not gonna sit here and embarrass me and be out here misrepresenting me when I'm putting a roof over our head and making sure that you don't have to deal with what most women have to deal with. Fuck out of here. We're not doing that.
I actually
Speak
agree
to
with
him,
you,
Lake.
Lake. I agree with you
Speak
on
to
that,
him,
Lake.
Lake.
But
We're not doing
I
that.
think the problem is that in this day and age, one, everybody pointing the finger at each other. It's
No,
just
No, not
everybody point.
me.
Hold on,
Not
hold
me.
on, hold on, hold on.
too much
Everybody
cap on
pointing.
the job.
Shut up. Everybody pointing the finger at each other, like because the women we feel like we're no longer being protected. We no longer feel like
Cap.
we're being.
God.
Because I could pull up receipts where you even said this on Facebook on my post. You know that is true. Host,
Black men are not protected.
I'm
That's who's
they're
protected.
not protected either. But right
No, they're
now,
not
but
protected
hold on.
first.
But right now, I'm speaking for me as a woman. You know,
No,
but
tired of hearing women talk
hold
for
on. Let
women.
me hold on. Let me let my plane real quick. I do agree with you though, Melanie. I do agree. But right now I'm speaking on from a woman because I'm not a male. So for me in 2025, I feel like that the men are not providing that safe space for women anymore.
How not?
They're not
How not?
providing that place where we can be feminine or
How not?
a
How
soft
not?
girl.
You can't
Can
just
I
put a
can I
blanket
can I
statement.
finish?
How not?
Let us be in our soft girl era. I
How
myself
not?
I myself prefer a leader. I am a submissive type. You know what I'm saying? I prefer, but all men don't know how to lead, and that is the problem.
Well,
Yeah.
in
The
your case,
majority of women don't know how to obey.
hold on, check it
I'm
out.
not
They don't know
speaking on.
how to
I'm not
lead.
speaking on
I'm not
majority of women. I'm
listening.
Hold
speaking
up,
on
man.
myself.
Hold
I'm
up, man.
No,
I
speaking
got
wait.
on
you.
solely
You
me.
said men don't
On
know how to lead,
solely.
but women
Oh,
don't
I'm
know how to handle
speaking on
leadership.
solely me and my situation
You
and the
just
men
said.
and the
You just said
men and
men.
the men that I have encountered and the men that I know and the
What does
men that
that
I
say about
see.
what you're
So I am
attracting? What you're
speaking.
attracting?
I'm speaking personally, and you're trying to be aggressive and cut me off. And you ain't letting nobody land their plane because
No, I'm having a
you in
debate.
this aggressive mode where you so
No, I'm
hostile,
having a
and there's no
debate.
need to be hostile. This is my personal thought and my personal experience that
But you
I am
didn't
expressing
say.
to Lake because what Lake was saying.
You
So
said
I
all
agree
men. You
again,
said
Lake, with
all
you.
men. All
But if
men. Did
I
you not?
found a man that would make that I could feel comfortable with enough with that it ain't about the money, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I'm not taking care of one either.
Well, I will say to you this. Let me say this to you. Because in order for you to get to where you are, and I'm proud of you, I don't want you to take, and I'm taking shots at you. But to get to where you at, you got to have masculine energy. You got to be rebellious. To make over six figures, you got to be a certain caliber woman as if you a man. So you got to think if a man comes into your life and everything like that, who you already is a boss or a manager, a place where I am at, it takes a certain kind of man to conquer you, to put you in your place, to say, you know what, this is how things are gonna run. Not saying that I can't take exchange power with you because I can exchange power with you. But in order for me to form, that's why you don't want no man that makes lower because those characteristics and everything that you need got to be from a man of that caliber. So I'm not sitting here saying you never had that, but what I am saying is that a weak man can't talk to you, but a weak man can't talk to the pick me. A weak
But
man
weak
can't talk to
doesn't
Mel.
necessarily correlate to money.
No, no, no. It correlates to his characteristics. When you see,
Dabo, that's what I was just finna say. Six figures, y'all acting like six figures is a lot in this economy. I live in Chicago. Baby, six figures is not a lot in this economy.
Let them finish because I've been wanting to address that. But go ahead, like.
I'm just simply saying to her, what I'm saying is that when that's what Mel is saying. When you make a lot of money as a woman, your expectations and your pool shrink. So she needs her equal or somebody who's superior than her, and that's gonna be hard to find with the fact that what the go getter she is. When you see a person that makes that type of money, host, their characteristics and their mentality is different. They got discipline. They hardworking. They ambitious. They relentless. They determined. All these characteristics is getting them over. So what I'm saying in her case is that she's gonna have a tough time trying to find that man because when those men make that type of money, they might not want her. That's just being real talk. So
That is real talk.
she
That is
might
No,
real
have
I
to
talk.
agree. I
she
agree.
might have to come down a little bit, but then again, she might get a man who ego can't take the fact that she may make more than her, make more than him. So it's tough in her position because when you go for the juggling and you make that type of money, it's hard to find companionship on that level.
You know
It's
what,
hard to
Lake?
find.
That's really crazy, man, that you said that. That how women require the man to make what they make or more, but as men, we don't require that. We don't
No
require
question.
that.
No
We
question,
don't
Scope.
require that. We do not
Man,
require that from our women.
because y'all the provider.
Okay,
Like,
but that's got nothing to do with it. We
man,
still have standards. Hold on. I let you drag race. Let me drag race right now. Let me race the car. Uh, um, shit. Let me race my damn car down the track for a minute. Uh, um, I went out with a young lady. Now, I'm gonna tell you what happened to me. I went out and I asked her, we're sitting down having a conversation, and I simply asked her, how many kids do you have? That lady went from 0 to 10 on me and said the audacity. for me to ask her that on the first date. So, in other words, she's saying the nerve of me having standards. That's what I think she was telling me. The nerve of you, Disco, to have standards.
I'll bring you back in
To
a minute.
ask me how many children. Because we're talking about kids. I said, oh, by the way, how many kids do you have? And she said, what? Well, why? I said, I just want to know how many kids you have. She said, I don't think that's any of your business. I'm like, you just asked me. You just freaking asked me, nutball. You just asked me. So so she said that I had the audacity.
This boy Disco, you ain't call her a nutball, did you?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I said, nutball, you just asked me that.
Oh, so much.
Man, I don't hold nothing back from these young ladies. So we sitting there talking. She got on the money thing. Here we go with this, with the money thing. She said, well, I make this and I make so I asked her where she, we had just general once again, drinking coffee, eating a donut, having general one-on-one conversation. She is uh she drives for Amazon, okay, and she's an esthetician. Okay. I don't That's got nothing to do with me. I make about splaze skippy a year. I'm like, okay. So I should have left it right there. I should have left it and not even told her how much I make a year.
You
And
know, though.
and
You know
and
better.
my man Play know what I make. So
You
we
know
talked
better.
about that. So
You know better.
when I told her, she got I never seen a woman have a attitude and thinking I was better than her when I never presented that image to her that I was better than her or whatever. I didn't care what she did. She was a beautiful woman. She got two kids by two baby daddies. That was a already I'm done right there. The race over with right there. The race is over
May
with right there. And
this
secondly, I told her I don't date women with kids under 16. She lied. She lied and said her oldest was 16, her youngest was 9. I don't, she just totally just disqualified herself. Now, I got a 4-page War and Peace text the other day calling me all kind of raggedy bastards I was. I was all kind of raggedy bastards and, and funky and funky fuckers and all that.
That's Melody
I'm
laughing.
like,
That's Mel
may,
laughing, yo. That's Mel
I'm
laughing.
like, I'm like, baby, why you mad at me? Because I have standards.
She don't qualify no
may,
more. She got upset.
She called I was all kind of raggedy bastards and ignorant 304s and all that. You waste my time, you simple son of a gun. I'm like, yeah, because you out of my because I have standards now.
Uh-huh,
I have
yeah.
a standard.
may,
They don't want
may, I,
Wow.
s-
you take them as they are.
So I guess
may I
she
say
thought.
so?
So I guess she thought them big old motorboats she had in that big old you dig back there was gonna
Oh
make
my,
me just go past all that. No, man, I fell for that already.
may,
I fell
But
for the
you
may, I-
hoodoo
fell
may, I-
for,
already.
hold on. So
I
you
just need
said you
one
fell for the
minute.
titties?
Go
I
ahead.
just need 1 minute. 1 minute, you guys. 1 minute, and I'm gonna go to sleep. I'm in Alabama, and I think how we bred down here is just different. I'm 52 years old. I want to know what does money and why is money is a big thing with everything. Now, Disco, I salute you. My stepdad told me the reason why I got on birth control after I had my daughter, I knew I was not going to give up sex, but I didn't want to have multiple baby daddies knocking at my door on Christmas. I've seen movies too many, and I just thought that was embarrassing. And I'm not taking away from nothing from no woman who got multiple baby fathers. I only have one. I wish I could have had 7, but unfortunately, I haven't gotten married. But let me say this: why love and respecting for two people to have love and respect, why all of that is centered around money, you guys? Can you make me make sense of that,
Okay, I'm
please?
gonna help.
And I thank you guys. I'm gone.
I can help you make sense of it, ma'am. Earlier you had spoke there, and I want to speak back to you. It's not the men talking about money. You saying we, not the men talking about the money.
No, women and men.
No,
I'm just wondering why
no.
either part.
The
Why?
men not talking about the money.
Okay.
We're not talking about 6 feet 6 inches and 6 figures. We're not doing it. We're not doing it.
Okay.
So you're not talking to us. You're
All
talking to
right.
your counterpart.
Well,
And then
as
we
far
are
as
doing it. I need you to
Can
send
I
me them
address
videos
that?
where we talking about this money at.
well, the question came from the men when we started speaking about money. Y'all said
No, I'm okay. You included. Show me what
Well,
men
can
talking
I
about
address
6
that?
feet 6
you
figures.
said y'all. The question to us was,
No, I'm asking you what the. Listen to me. You
Ooh,
going
hey,
somewhere? Huh?
girl.
I'm gonna ask you a question. The young lady just said, "Why is it centered around money?" I told her, "Men are not talking about money. We're not talking about 6 feet, 6 inches, and 6 figures." And I'm asking you, Arthur, since you came in to co-sign, I'm asking you, what are men talking about this money in these 6 feet and these 6 figures and these 6?
in general, in the real world, I don't think men talk about money for real. I think it's the
Okay, so
money.
the young
But
lady at the bottom.
on this panel, the men brought it up.
Okay, but you probably misunderstood them. We're not thinking about a lady and their money, and I'm asking the lady at the bottom. She's talking to her counterpart. It's
No,
not
I agree. The men
talking
don't.
about the money.
The men don't bring up money in situations in relationships.
Ask the
Well,
question.
I
So she's talking to
apologize.
the sister.
No, you
I
don't.
apologize.
I don't know
You
if
don't
on
have to
the panel
apologize.
yet, but
I'm
in real
trying to
life,
bring some clarity to the question you asked. Men are not talking about money.
well, women, I can't. I don't know. I feel like they want the mentality of what our grandmas and them had, but a lot of them don't want to put in the work that our grandmas and them did. You know, with the men taking care of them solely, and providing for them 100%.
Y'all don't even want a man to take care of y'all. Y'all trying to be a man's equal. Y'all want a man's
And
rights.
and
Y'all want to do what men can
and
do.
Listen,
women
I'll
don't
never be
I'll bring you up in a minute,
neither
sir.
will anybody else.
yeah.
We're not going to be their equal, and I feel like you're confused about what equal means.
Who?
And it's all you, Mel.
Oh no, I'm not a man's equal. I understand it. I'm not a man's equal. Will never be.
Honey, I didn't
But
say you were. I'm just saying I'm agreeing with you. We're never going to be their equal.
This taco, we can jump on that for a minute. The sister at the bottom said something. I want to address her question.
Wait, Bennett says
I was speaking
I
on it,
want
but
the
I
women.
got
There's a
cut
lot
out.
of women on the panel. I want her to address the young lady's question.
okay.
She asked, "Why is everything centered around money?" And I made sure I stipulated it's not the men talking about that, and I don't hear anybody speaking to that.
I feel like the courts are
Man, we don't talk
specific.
about that money, man. We don't care.
I
Man,
was speaking to it. I
we
got
don't
cut
care.
off.
We
who
don't
was
care.
thinking about money is women.
That's
Well, I
all.
feel like
That's
courts
all.
speak a
That's
lot
all.
on money. The courts, listen, I had to go to court so that I didn't get child support. I didn't want child support. I didn't need it. My ex-husband was going to take care of my kid, didn't need it. I actually had to go to court. I had to get an attorney. So I feel like a lot of times for me, in my experience, like I had to fight tooth and nail to not get that. And I feel like the
Her
courts are the ones that
question,
are so
Taco.
confused. Yes, ma'am.
That's not her question. Her question is, why are women putting so much emphasis on money in these relationships? That's her question.
I like to
Coco.
take a shot at that.
Hey, Coco.
Yeah.
Hi, everybody.
Hey,
Um,
Coco.
I think
Come
that
on
women
in,
talk
Coco.
about. I think that women talk
Hey,
about money.
Coco.
Hey, Bina,
Oh
Bina,
Lord,
Bina,
Coco
Bina.
here. Let me go. Let me get off in this. She here. Let
This
me
girl's
go.
her name.
Shit, let me go. Let me get the
um,
hell on.
no, that's porcelain. Anyway, with money, women want what Western society paints that vision of, right? The white picket fence, the big house, the dog, the kids, and all of the cars and all of that stuff. Like that visual is out there. But also I think women need talk about money a lot because that gives them a form of security, a
Why
form
is
of
that
safety.
when you somebody claimed that women make more money than men? So secure what?
I mean it does, but it's better when you spending yours.
See, now you being
See,
disingenuous. We trying to
see,
have a real conversation
see.
here.
No,
That's about.
I'm not
That's
being.
that
I'm
bullshit.
not.
That's that
I'm
What you
not.
bullshit.
mean? Hold on. What
I,
you mean is better when we spend ours?
it's better
That's,
when you spend yours. If
that's
you
that
get the car
bullshit.
fixed, if
It's
you pay
money.
for
I'm
the,
trying to ask you
I'm
what that
just
Here
means.
you
saying.
go. Here
So
you
Hold
go.
on,
so
hold on.
Go ahead,
Coco,
man.
so
I'm
Coco,
just
when I spend
saying.
my, so
Hold.
Coco, when I
Can I
spend
finish
mine,
what I was saying? Like,
oh, I'm sorry, I'm sorry.
I'm just
Holy
saying, it's
shit.
better when you pay the mortgage, you pay the bills, you get the car fixed, you do all these things. It's a form of security.
No question. So
Oh.
hold up, Sco. So if I do all that, what do you think gonna come along with that?
We can debunk that with the divorce statistics. There's no reason to even go there with that. I don't
Right.
understand. I don't
Exactly.
understand the
Exactly.
What the
debunk.
divorce
You
statistics?
saying secure what? What's secure in me spending all my money on you? It's
What's
sure
the?
not securing you based on the divorce statistics. So again, you're being disingenuous.
I don't think that's being disingenuous. I'm serious. Play. Most women, it's not because we just want all these shiny things. That's a part of it. But I think most women
I
look
got
for those accolades
I
because
can
they
give you
want to
several reasons for
secure.
how you being disingenuous.
I
I
got
just
it. I got
Oh,
it played. I got it played. I'm saying though, if she's saying that, which is fine, I'm asking her, does she know what comes along with that?
what I think you mean by that is that I have to do
Mm.
that. You have to do whatever he says if he's doing all those things.
That's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying.
So what are you saying?
What I'm saying is there comes a certain level of boundaries that's going to be going down. It ain't necessarily you doing what I'm saying, but I'm gonna have a lot of say so about what's going on in my house and how my family is going to be governed and going to be ran. So at the end of the day, you're not going to be on girls trips with your girls. You're not going to be.
Dang, she can't go on girl trip.
I know, right?
Arthur, you heard what I just said, right? Ain't no, she not going on girls trips. She going on family trips. Or when you
Dang,
That's
you
No, you
strict
can. You
over there in your
No,
house.
like
crazy.
you need to be
right.
worried. You
Exactly.
You
need
Yeah.
to be
strict in your
worried
house.
about
I tell you what,
no,
It's
You
like
can.
It's
called
crazy.
structure.
you need to
Honestly,
change your
like,
smoke detector, but before you worried about somebody going on damn girls trip, okay?
look, let me tell
hold
you
on.
this.
But like
Don't
you
worry about
said
my
something
damn
like,
smoke detector. You just
wait,
worry about
like
that.
you said something
I'm with
like
you,
you
Lake.
ain't
I'm
supposed to
with you,
be
Lake.
running the house already in the first place.
True enough.
But wait, what's wrong with girl trips? I'm confused.
True,
You
don't
should
worry.
You
you
I'm
can't
gonna
go
get
on
with you
no
in a
girl
minute.
trip and
I
you
know I got your
married.
number.
If you
You know
married,
I
you
got
should
your
not be
number.
going on girl
No,
trips.
you
it's
cannot be
giving
going on girl trip and you
controlling.
married.
My
Are
guy
you
could go on
serious?
trips with his homies. Like I'm
You
confused.
yourself to tell it old rabbit ass lie.
Men don't
Stop.
do no
It's
no trips
giving
Stop.
like that.
I
Tell it old rabbit
controlling.
ass lie.
I don't understand what's wrong with going hanging with
It's
your
not
friends.
about
You're
you.
no, you're not going on girl trip and you married. Stop it.
You
Cut it
know what's
out.
crazy? Like, okay, so
It's
I have a
over with.
scenario for you. So wait, Disco, Lake, or whoever
Yes.
have that scenario. Let me say this. Like, so my friends, well, my cousins. They are like my friends, right? So take a girls trip outside of that. Like, I take trips with my cousins, right? So if we were in a relationship together, hypothetically, I would be forbidden from going on trips with my cousins.
Are they married?
Some are, some aren't.
Okay, well, you go on trip with the married ones then. Go on trip with the married ones. Them single ones, no, because they own some bondage.
Okay, so that makes sense. So we can go with the married ones.
Like the married
Because
ones.
That's
to
You
say
know
insane.
not
what?
to
The
go,
You know
married
what?
ones
not to
don't
be
be
able to
out
go,
there
that
doing
sounds
stuff.
crazy.
Insane. That
You know
sounds
what?
insane.
I'm lying. I'm lying. Y'all can't go no damn well. My bad.
It's tricky,
I'm
y'all.
I'm lying. Don't just me tell that damn lie. Y'all don't go no damn well.
Yeah.
Girls trips.
Why? What are you so afraid of?
We're
It's
not
not
afraid
being
of nothing.
afraid.
But
You're
wouldn't
not
that mean
afraid.
is that lack of what's I ain't gonna say wouldn't that be? I'm gonna ask a question. Is that from lack of trust or you
That's
feel like that's
Nuh-uh.
no,
disrespect?
that's come from
Uh-uh.
boundaries. That's not
Rules.
lack of
That's
trust.
his
That's
rules. That's what he
boundaries a man
Boundaries.
has.
said.
That's what
What is
boundaries
wrong with
a
y'all?
man has. Because you
Right,
know as well as I
exactly.
know, a lot of fuckery goes on them goddamn trips.
Say that
Okay.
again,
So
Lake. What's the
so
name of it? What you call it?
I
What you
could
call it?
go
Fuckery.
on a trip with my
fuckery.
He said
family
fuckery.
and do
There you
fuckery.
go.
I could go on a trip with my mama and daddy and do fuckery.
I
Boy,
just
that's
want to hear I just want to
disrespectful.
hear a male perspective
It
on that
doesn't
because
matter. People gonna do
I
fuckery if they
genuinely want
want
to
to do
know like
fuckery.
what's the problem, what's the reason
Can
for
I
that.
say something?
Yeah.
Go ahead, go
That's
ahead.
Can I say something? I just want to say this. I'm listening to the women, right? And it's like, y'all, we can't have it both ways,
Well,
right?
no, that's why I'm asking the men. Y'all didn't let the men answer.
Can I finish,
Thank you,
ladies?
Tiffany.
Let me finish. I'm just saying, you got a man. not a boy, a man who's setting boundaries in your home, right? And I'm hearing from, oh, we can't go, we can't go. What about this? No, it's not appropriate. When you become a wife, there are different expectations of you than when you were the girlfriend or when you were single. So at the end of the day, you got to adjust to those things. Now, there may be a husband who doesn't mind it, but then I question it. If he doesn't mind it because he going on them too, then I question that. But most men who are the head of their houses, who are leaders, are not going to allow or want their wives going on girls' trips. It's just not appropriate for a married woman. Not a single woman, but a married woman. Those are things that you did when you were single. Do you think when you're married you should be doing the same exact things? No, you have to
Say it again.
change. You
Say it
have to
again, Pygmy.
adjust.
Say it again. One more time
You
for me.
can't do the
Say it again.
same things that you were doing. Otherwise, why get married? It
Say it.
changes. It
Say it.
changes. And you have to change. And if you're not
Right.
ready to change, and it's worth having an argument or fighting with him about a freaking girls trip, no, that's my man at the end of the day. That's the head of
Right.
me. And if he says no, it's going to be
It's
no.
no.
See ya?
You're
So
goddamn
again, my
right.
question was for the men because I wanted to hear a man's perspective
Don't
because
let your
I've
friends,
never
like
heard
my
a
mama
man.
used to
Wait a
say,
minute,
don't
like, hold
let
on.
your
I'm
friends
trying
get
to
your
ask a
ass
question.
whipped.
I've never heard a man
Whoa.
say that
Whoa.
before. I've never seen a man have a problem with that before. So I wanted the men to answer what is the exact reason why that is a no.
They
Because it's a
insecure about they
protection
say
thing.
women
The
and they
Because
men,
women.
when you
Like they
go,
think she
when you
gonna be out
go,
there in a bikini with a dude on
they
the
said it's
beach.
not.
They
They said it's not
extra.
trust. So I wanted. They said it wasn't trust. So I wanted the men to answer.
He can't protect you on a girls trip.
thank you,
No.
Mel. Thank you, Mel. Thank
Bottom
you, Mel.
line.
Thank you, Mel.
Exactly.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, men. I think
Exactly.
because the men don't seem like they know the
Exactly.
answer.
He
All the
can't
women are
protect you when
answering.
you
I
at
do know
work
We
the
All
do
the
know
either.
answer.
women,
the
because
answer.
all the women are answering. No man has answered the question yet.
We trying to, but y'all won't be quiet so we can
I
talk to you.
keep asking them to, and y'all still ain't saying nothing.
Mel just
Um,
pick me, and
Mel.
Mel
I
just said
get pick
exactly.
me answered it. I
Let
wanted to hear
me
it
answer
from
your
a
question. He
male's
said his house is
perspective.
rules.
Hold
Man,
up,
is that
those women answered the question. The bottom line, we cannot protect over there. We can't protect when you're going over there and whatever the case may be. They do snatch
Right.
women. They do take y'all. Y'all know that, right? They do take y'all and go off and just and kidnap you. You do understand that, right? So at the end of the day, these are boundaries that men set. If a man ain't setting no boundaries with you, he could give a fuck about you. Real talk. If he's setting boundaries, it's because he care. Then, like she said, when you get married or something like that, you don't have the same life. Your life is new. My life is new. If especially if I got, what if I had friends? They pussy hounds. Excuse my French. But do you want me to go out with them? No, you don't. Your intuition gonna tell you that they messed up anyway. You don't even want me hanging with them. We're gonna do
Right.
married things. We're
See,
gonna
the
do
problem
Exactly.
is the problem is I wanted you to answer and not piggyback off her because that's not the answer. That's not what you were saying at first. I
that's
wanted to know your
exactly
actual
Okay.
that's it.
answer and
Never
not the
mind.
women answering,
Never
giving
mind.
y'all a cheat sheet, but
We
y'all wouldn't answer.
she ain't
no?
Okay.
giving me
So
no cheat sheet. They
Because that's not
already
what you
know.
said at first. That's not what you said at first.
Did you
Never
hear what
mind.
he said, sister, or you didn't? Because I
I
repeated it.
did.
So
I
many
did
people
hear.
talking.
I did hear what he said.
So
and I'm gonna
his
piggyback.
answer
I'm gonna
is
piggyback
clear.
off of Lake. I'm gonna piggyback off of Lake because Big Daddy say so. That's why.
I
Big
mean,
Daddy
just say
said you
that if
can't go
that's what it
nowhere.
is.
You not
What he
going.
said.
Period.
If Big Daddy said you can't go and goddamn it, sit your funk ass down.
That's right.
Sit your funk ass down in that corner and be quiet, and you're not going.
I'm saying if that's what it is, say that. Shit.
Shit.
Okay, let me.
Women like men that
What
get
the hell?
rowdy like that.
Okay.
Yeah. Well,
So
sit your funk ass down somewhere.
That's a turn on when you talk like that.
I
So
want to
say
ask
that.
Miss
Don't
Optimus
be trying to
Coco a question. I want to ask the ladies a question.
With y'all stinking ass.
What a disconnect there between men and women.
communication.
Don't listen.
Excuse me, Mel.
Women don't listen.
Okay, I want to hear the
Thank
rest
you.
of the ladies.
So
'Cause I
it
know
ain't no cheat sheet.
You ain't
That
gonna
girl
hear
just own it. You ain't even gotta say nothing. Mel is on it. You ain't even gotta say a
I want to
damn
hear the rest
thing.
of the ladies. I want to hear the
I
disagreement.
said communication.
No, I'm saying in 2025, communication between who?
Both parties.
Both
Both
parties.
No, it's
parties.
not.
Okay.
No, it's not.
Okay. All
Y'all.
right.
Both
That's
No,
sides.
y'all.
and y'all
No,
sure about
y'all.
that, right?
I feel very positive about that. I
Okay.
don't think you.
Let me give you something called a denominator, a common denominator.
Mm,
6 figures, 6 inches, and 6 feet. That's not a problem.
no.
You say what?
Why,
Six
why,
figures, 6 inches, and 6 feet. That's not a problem.
no.
That's what the whole world talking about.
No.
You know what's so crazy? Honestly, like I've never even like utilized that as a criteria because
We not see
I
you guys are look. I'm gonna tell you about this platform, this panel. You guys are very respectful, very balanced. We understand you guys are different, but I'm speaking in general. I believe the disconnect from what I see and what I witness and what I've been documenting is these things, this liberation and people superseding what's actually really happening. Come on, Ben. Come on, Ben. Come on. I don't want to cut you off. Come on.
oh no, so you were saying tell me the question again?
I was asking you what's the disconnect. We've been
The
trying to have a
disconnect?
conversation. We got to talk.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I agree with Coco. Like communication. There's a communication barrier.
But why though? Because I don't see what men changed that. I see a lot of change in our system.
What changes did you see have
I
you
just
seen?
gave them to you. I've been doing them for about 2 years
Because
now.
Wait, I just want to
Listen,
know. I'm sorry.
and I'm
Because
not. I don't do hurt nobody. I don't
Women,
no,
push
no,
women
nobody.
no.
get
I'm just saying.
It's
First of
seriously out
all,
there for you to see. It's
I'm
real
five.
serious.
I'm 5'6". If I put on heels, I'm gonna be 5'8", 5'9". I want somebody taller than me.
Right.
And
This
You
is
still.
what I'm
I
telling you.
don't
No,
think
but
that that's
listen, what I'm telling you is, see, you saying that right, but this the problem. That is so superficial and shallow. The results you guys are not getting should tell you the problem. You
but
understand?
that's
You
what
say
I
you
was
just
that's
made that
that
important.
that's what
That's
I was
not
that's what
important.
I was
It's
getting
never been
at. That
important.
and
that's what I was
communication
getting at.
and communication is key until we start talking about you.
Uh,
No,
so.
I
You
mean
would
so
date a
I was
so play. You would date a woman that was 7 feet tall.
okay.
I ain't never had no problem with nobody. I'm 8 feet. I'm
Now
different.
hold on,
That's
host,
not a
hold on.
big thing to me.
Like
I ain't dating no eight
so
foot broad now. I ain't been dating no
Okay,
8 foot broad.
you ain't
But
finna
I
the
ain't gonna
have
do
problem,
that
this
hands
is the
now.
bigger than
problem. This is the
yours, her
problem.
feet
so
bigger than
I
That's
want
too
yours.
much.
I
That's too much
This is
woman for
not you
disco.
asking. She being
I can't
very
handle it,
extreme.
bro.
We having general conversations. She being extreme. That's nothing.
No, you
Oh
stupid.
no,
man.
I want everybody else to go. I want everybody else to
Hey.
I
Can I
want every
answer your
I,
question, host?
Please.
oh
I think you asked the question of what is it? What did you ask?
What's the disconnect?
I 100% agree with Melanin. I think women don't listen, and I'm going to give you examples. We've been on panels, and we hear men constantly say what they like and what they don't. And you know what women do? Tell them it's not true. That's not true. That's not true. No, no, no. And constantly men tell women they like natural. Constantly men tell women they want us to be in our natural state. Constantly men telling women that we don't listen to them. Constantly men are saying that they want us to act in our feminine state. So many things that men are telling us, but we're not listening at all. We want to argue back and forth. We want to say, no, they're not telling the truth. That's not right. No, they're doing this, but we don't listen. And until we start listening, we're going to be in this situation because
Thank
men are
you.
finally talking. How many
Thank
of
you.
you all been in relationships where you're like, you don't talk to me. You don't tell me how you feel. You don't tell me what's going on. But now that men are talking, they have a voice. Guess what? Women aren't listening. You telling them they're
Right.
wrong. You don't want to hear what they have to say. So I 100% agree with Melanin. The issue is women don't listen.
Exactly.
Can I add to that? I also think that people have, in general, and I'm going to blame social media for this because social media, I feel like everybody can agree, has given us an overflated idea of what should be acceptable, right? Because we see these videos, it doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman. One side says, don't settle, don't settle. The other side says, don't settle, don't settle. And then we're not settling because for whatever reason, now we have these unrealistic ideas about what should be acceptable and what should be attractive.
The internet is a cop out.
Because don't let me bring porcelain up
Unrealistic.
here. Don't
The
make me
men,
bring porcelain
Listen, I'm
Barbie
not
up here. She
blaming the
gonna
I don't
holler at
internet.
me.
see. I'm not understanding where the men
Don't
have
bring her up
changed
here,
that.
man.
I need to listen to somebody tell me where we changed that. Where have men changed that?
Well,
We have not changed. We're still the same. We have not changed.
I think
I'm
we've
talking
all
about what we ain't been talking about.
disagree. I think we've
Have
all
changed.
changed.
Men have changed.
How?
Everyone has
You're
changed.
communicating what you want. That's
No,
a
I'm not.
change.
Okay,
That's a
That's
good
I'm saying
change.
that's a
That's a
change.
good
And so
change, though.
I'm talking
it's
That's a
about
very
good,
good
but
change.
women can't handle it. They're not handling it.
I'm
That's
not
the
talking about in
problem.
the podcast I'm not speaking in that area. I'm speaking
Oh,
towards our communication with the women, not in the podcasting thing. I'm saying in general. We get women, we do what God has given us the dominion to do. We cracking. Men been wanting to crack since the beginning of time. They've been cracking since the beginning of time. What else we doing?
now, host, you said earlier
No,
that
no. Okay, come on. Come on.
you said earlier that okay, so nobody y'all are still doing whatever, right? But to say that is it's kind of hypocritical to say that.
I might not be breaking it down to you because I'm thinking you're getting it. But come on, tell me what you're
You
talking
both
about.
are doing just
No.
fine. They say
Honestly,
all these
host,
other
break it down
things
in
to
stupid
avoid
dummy terms because
accountability.
maybe I'm misunderstanding. Please, I want to understand what you're saying so I can speak
Hey,
intelligently
hey,
so I can
host, hey,
respond.
host, hey, host, drop me and bring porcelain up. Drop me and bring porcelain up.
I'll bring it in a minute. You want I get it in a minute.
Oh,
No,
good Lord.
we'll get it in a minute. Come on.
Here, wait.
Hey, hey, man, I'm finna go watch the paint dry over here, man.
No.
I'm not boring, sis. Okay.
Disco,
Wow.
that's my boo. Disco, that's my boo,
So
dog.
the young lady, this is
I
what I'm
don't give
saying.
a
Taco, he
damn.
not talking.
Hold
Let
on,
me give
y'all.
it to let me give it to Taco real quick. You heard what the young lady at the bottom said, ma'am? Taco, was you hear when the young lady said what she said?
What did she say? I'm sorry. Refresh my memory.
Can you repeat what you said, Coco Butter?
Please,
About the
Susan.
money?
No.
About what?
You said you was 5'6" and what else? And you was real adamant about it.
Oh, I was five.
You
I
wanted
said
a
that
tall
I'm
guy.
five
I get it.
six,
I
and
heard
that if
that.
I put on heels,
Since
if
when
I
have
put on
women
heels,
become this super? Okay, I'm making a point about this. Since when have women become this superficial?
I thought women were always that. Maybe I'm
No,
confused. I thought
not
women were
like
always
this,
that superficial.
what?
ma'am. Not like this.
Oh,
Oh, but it's cool for y'all to do it. It's cool
No,
when y'all do
listen,
it.
listen. You're not. She answered the question. I'm trying to give her some context before I give it to her. So women never liked integrity. I don't hear about that no more. God fearing. I
listen,
don't hear about that no more.
I've had some, I've known some people
I
that were
don't. I don't
very superficial.
Disco,
That maybe
okay.
that's
I
my experience. And maybe
I'll
that's
take that. Okay.
and maybe
I
that's where we're
only
all getting crossed on because we all have different experiences, right? Like I've had friends, listen, like you said, that want tall guys, they want them to make a lot of money, and I'm like, bitch, you're the one that was like, oh my god, he won't text me. But the same 10 months later, you had a nice guy who was giving you all this attention, but now you're like, oh my god, he's smothering me. Bitch,
I,
6 months ago you said he was texting you, he wasn't texting you enough. Make it make sense. What do you want?